Hey fellas, this is 265 Chevy here with two-car garage. Let y'all know what I'm getting into today. Today is Monday, January 28th, and I'm going to try to fool with this compressor. Early, 10 o'clock, let's see if I can get some work done today. Out in the garage, this is the new box. Alright, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. But talking to Silver Horse and some friends in New Orleans and Snow Crusher last night on Mumble, I'm going to try to attempt to do this thing. Now I have a schematic here. I don't know if, see this thing will zoom in on it. I don't know, let's look at that. This is a 3-phase and this is a 2-phase. This is the old one. This is a Ghoul, and it was a 3-phase starter that they used to work the compressor. I think this is burnt up. But what has me all confused, this is T1, T2, and T3, and this is on this side is L1, L2, and L3. Now, when I took this apart off the old compressor, the guy that had the compressor before me had the main power coming from the box on T3 and T1. Now, the schematic says the inline power source on the 3-phase starter and the single-phase magnetic starter comes in through the L1 and L3 block. So L3 or L2. And then the load comes out to T1. So they're talking to people that this is really, you look at it as a direct, like a single wire, because apparently you got two hots coming in and there's really no ground to the system. So it's only, you're dealing with two hot wires. So I'm going to wire it on the new one. This is the new one, which is a little different, you know, but it's pretty much the same. Is I'm going to wire it through the L1, L2 and let the load come out to T1, T2. Now I got to figure out, and another thing over here, I got 4 wires coming off my mag switch. They're talking to Snow Crusher last night. He only has 2 wires coming off his pressure switch. Well, I got 4. So I guess I'm going to use 4. It worked before, and it worked for a while until something else happened. So I'm going to use this. So I'm going to use the 4 wires. I might be using 2 more wires than I need. And that's all this stuff. But the whole problem is, the guy that wired it, you know, he had this up here, so I had to put it down here, and the wires are going to be shorter, so I had to go buy new wires, and this is a bigger box, and these are the main wires coming in. So, you know, so this goes to L1, L2, and then put this to ground. But, I don't know. Hopefully I wire it up right. Hopefully I don't short anything out. I think I'm going to do like Snow Crusher said, what Greg Porter told him. Let's see if I get a clicking sound, you know. And this is the wire that's coming out the motor, which we got 4 wires. We got 3 and 3 is 6 wires coming. Well, a total of 4 wires coming out the motor. You know, but you know, on Snow Crushers, it depends on how you put these wires, if it goes clockwise or it goes counterclockwise. So I gotta look into this too. So I see numbers on it, so see if I find anything or any information on that. It's a Baldwin motor. Well, that's where I'm at. And this is what I'm gonna start on today. It's probably about 10 o'clock. So hopefully I can get a lot done. Hopefully, and I'm also going to put a switch on and off switch, because I think the main reason why this compressor didn't get turned off before I left, because I usually turn it off in the breaker box, which I heard that's not a good idea either. So I'm gonna put the switch here, and I'm gonna use one of the pressure switch wires, run it in, connect it to the switch, then run it back out, then run it back to the box. And that should give me my on and off right there, right when I walk out the door. I can shut it on and off. So wish me luck. And then the other light's up. That's working. Let me see. Maybe put these lights on here. Got that all done. Let's see here. Yep, that's all up and working. See? So now I got lights all around. We'll see if I can stain that stuff right there and varnish it and everything and get that done. The back is killing me. But I gotta get out here and try to get some of this stuff done. So I got a bunch of little projects so I can get back on. The main project was that filter system, which is right here. Get that connected to the wall and get it painted and all that other good stuff. But you know, I'll give you updates throughout the day and see how this goes. And hopefully when I press the button this afternoon, the compressor comes on. We'll see. It's a son of a bitch when you're kind of a little worried about if what you're doing is the right thing. But I had a guy said he'll come out here and wire it up for me for $85 an hour. So I was like, nah, I think this only cost me like $150. You know, which I got a deal on it because the old man that sold it to me, he actually got it at his cost at $98. In other places I called, they wanted $347, $270. They don't make these no more. But like the old man said, I don't need a 3-phase. A 2-phase will work fine. So, and this is a square D. You know, I guess you can see that square D. Now these wires to come off, the old man said that I need to make a complete circuit. So I need one wire to go here and one wire to go there, like a, you know, from the pressure switch. From the pressure switch, one wire goes here and one wire goes there. We'll see how that works out. So I'll hook this wire here, and I'll use this as my test. See if I get the clicking sound that Greg was talking about, that he told Snow Crusher. I guess I could hook them up here too. I guess either one don't really matter. But my old man told me to hook them up here, so I'll do that. So I'm getting little bits and pieces from everybody. Silver Horse 347, I want to tell you thank you. He talked to me last week. He gave me, you know, try to walk me through some of it and everything. So hopefully when you see this video, I hope I make you proud. You know, it's kind of hard trying to explain something to somebody when he don't know what he's doing, and you're trying to explain it and you really don't see it. You know, you kind of just do it out of memory. You know, he's a professional electrician, so I'm pretty, you know, I know he knows what he's talking about, but since this dude wired it up backwards, you know, he went L1 and L3 instead of coming out of T1 and T3. He's kind of throwing me for a wallow, you know. But apparently talking to other people, they said that it would work that way. It's not the proper way to hook it up, but since it's a direct circuit, that it would work. So we'll see where we are, and I'll give you an update later. Thank you, fellas. Bye. Alright, fellas, I'm back. It's all wired in, and let me kind of explain something. Alright, for you guys that ever going to do this themselves, the way that other guy had it, you know, he had those two from the motor up here, and so I rewired the whole thing. You have the black cord which goes to the box that comes in L1 and L2. Okay, This is L1 and that's L2. It's hot all the time. And he had 4 wires for the switch. Talking to Snow Crusher last night, he only had 2. I watched his video, so I ran only 2. And the way I ran this thing, I ran it with a switch. The box is not on, and I'll make a, when I end this little part of the video, when it's all together and I turn it on, hopefully that it works. But what I did, I ran the switch through the pressure switch. I took this is the L2 side. This gets main power from L1 all the time. This is hot right now. This right here, this wire goes here, goes through the conduit right there, then it goes through the switch on and off. Okay, then I run this wire straight to the conduit, through here, drop through here, and it comes out and it goes to the A2 side, which is right there, the green wire, which is really L2. What it does, it makes a complete circuit. So if I hit the switch right here, hold on, let me move my tools. It should turn on. So let's see what it does. So now I have an on and off switch. When I leave at nighttime, I can turn it off so it ain't going to get, the motor will never start. So your main motor wires go to T1 and T2, and your hot wires come in at L1, L2. Okay, and this is a square D mag starter, and the other one I burned up the coil. So that's how I wired it. That's the ground to the back. The ground's ground, it grounds through the box. The box is ground, so that's how you get your ground. And it grounds this box. So everything's done. I guess that's it. It works. Success. I'll put it all and see what else I'm gonna get into when I get back. All right, fellas. Bye. Alright fellas, the last one on this one. It's done. It's all done. There's my switch on and off. There you go. I want to give a special shout out to Silver Horse. Thank you very much for helping me. Greg, Snow Crusher, thank you for last night telling me to look at your videos. And my friend Mike, thank you. I'll call you when I get upstairs, let you know I got it done. Appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all help. And she's back up and working. So I'm going to end this right here. And probably call it a day. Don't really feel like doing too much more. Kind of feeling a little sick. So I'll talk to you guys later. And thank y'all for y'all support and everything, and all your comments. Later, fellas.